Here is the step where you just freshly installed your WordPress installation, you're logged into your WP admin, and you're about to go. And you're like, what do I do? Well, it's not what do you want to do? Those of you that are just starting out, this may be for you. Those for you that are 10 times fast forward, this may not be for you. This is just as maybe for beginners, but these are some steps to make it easy. Say if you're building your WordPress site offline and then you want to import it online to whoever your host is. And my choice, we are HostGator wins the day. So HostGator's been very helpful. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of the plugins we don't need. Now, I have a baby plan and it's a multi-site. So those of you guys that are familiar with these terms know what that means. Meaning that depending on how much you spend, you can do multiple pages, multiple domains, multiple websites, depending on the hosting package. But you can get up and running from pretty much for a year. The lowest you'll probably find is about between $50 to $60 for a year of hosting. That's including a free domain and the lowest possible like discount. That's about on the average. On the average, other sites like Wix is going to charge you about $120. GoDaddy's about maybe 60. WordPress is about 80. Um, um, GoDaddy, HostGator, Namecheap, they're all very comparable. Ionos, but HostGator, I'm just going with HostGator for now. I don't need to go on. It's your choice. You'll enjoy. So first thing I do is quickly, I'm on a dual monitor, but I can't, OBS is not set up really so good for dual monitor, so I couldn't get my mouse back. So first, just going to go to the plugins page. I'm not even worrying about the other things yet. I'm just going to get rid of these plugins. I'm just going to exit them out. And I'm going to delete. These are all default. Not all of them, but the Hello Dolly, delete. I'm just going to be working with Elementor. 3 plugins. The Elementor plugin, the all-in-one WordPress migration tool, and the Elementor plugin header and footer tool. So I'm going to deactivate the Mojo Marketplace. I'm going to delete the Jetpack. This is all extra space, you know what I mean? Extra space, extra storage, things we don't need. And basically, at this point, what I'll be doing is I'll be importing a site that I build, and I saved a compressed version of it on a free server configuration that includes MySQL, PHP, and Maria database that works great with my WordPress, and it's all free to install. There will be more information in the link. So I can get rid of deactivate WordForms Lite. I don't need that yet. So I'm not quite, this is just to get up and going. I don't need all these extra bells and whistles. So I'm going to delete all of them. I'll just go like this. Bulk, activate, and delete. Apply. Bulk action, delete. Delete all the plugins. Yeah. We deleted all of them. Yeah, that was a good feeling. I've never done that before. So the first thing we're going to be installing is, I'm going to do this for me, but most people would probably go straight to Elementor since it's so quote unquote popular. Elementor, Elementor. I'm going to the all in one. There's so many good plugins, you guys. And I spell that incorrectly. So usually this is where you search for the plugins. Oops, I'm sorry. You have to add new. There it is, and then it populates. So then we just search. It's called all in one migration. Oh boy. Oh, that's right. If you don't spell it out, if you like, you can't. It doesn't not. It's WordPress is not super fast. Like it can autocorrect for you. There it is. Finally, it popped up. Here it is. It looks like a little circle with another circle inside of it. 3 million active installations as we repeat that. So we shall install that now. Later I will be doing SEO for my own purposes, just to kind of get some statistics of how the sites are performing overall. If it's a good thing. I learned a lot on my first website with Google SEO, and it was about over 600 questions. I did a full SEO on a website that I built from scratch, and it was hard. I'll just put it that way. But it was their learning tutorial and their whole Google thing was great. It was great. I suggest anybody that wants to perform well go through the full SEO and do Google's and others. Don't just do Google's. Okay, so we got the all-in-one, and now we're just going to do Elementor. Let's activate it real quick, and then we're going to do I'm sorry. Before I forget, Elementor is a theme. We have to install a theme. I forgot the theme. So we got the themes and the plugins. So the theme we're going to go get first, and we do that on left on the dashboard. You go to Appearance right here, and you go to Themes, and you're going to add new. I'm going to do Astra because that just is what I learned, and it's easy, and it's the one that I've been using to build these 3 little pages I built the past week, like 1-page, 2-page sites. Activate. Okay, so you just install it. It's active. Boom. Nice. We can now get rid of this window. And then we go back to plugins, which is just below appearance. And we want to go to add new, and then Elementor. I finally did my first header and footer correctly, which I didn't do before. Unfortunately, Elementor Pro has all the really good plugins, and they really charge you an arm and a leg for them. I do see why they're so popular and actively growing. So, if I did that too fast, it was the Elementor and the Elementor header and footer. So I don't need the guide. We can exit out of there. And what I want to do now is import my tool, all-in-one migration tool. I mean, not import my tool, import a rule. Go to school. Get a clue. Let's import the site. So just below appearance and plugins on the left in your dashboard is all-in-one WP. Click on it. Not too fast, which is what I did. I want to import. Okay, from file. It's really nice. It's easy. There it is. It's on my local host, so that's the project. I saved it there. Open. Oh boy, I have to get rid of all these pages. Well, hopefully when it imports, I still won't have the blog Like, I really didn't know that you can delete all those parts of the WordPress, like some. that's why that header and footer. Actually, I did build it in. Now I'm confusing I'm confused. Let's not confuse anymore. Let's just see. It's just a sample. So that was done in Elementor, I guess, but I don't know why the pages were off. I don't know what I was thinking or what happened with that. So it's there. It doesn't have to be shown because there is a way to set it, quick edit, so it's not shown. It's a canvas, it's a template. It's not shown on all the site. Do you know what I mean? If you want to add a new one, you can here. You can add a header. You could add a footer. You could add new, and that was where you can do it. That's that little extension. So that's one of the three. So we got the Elementor, right? And then you have the advanced. You can import I can import my Dreamweaver sites, and I'm gonna be having to figure that out. So anyways, it's pretty easy. And I want to change that title, but let's just edit with Elementor. And it's really build and drag and drop as you go. It's pretty straightforward. It's just getting within these settings and like within here, like these sections, for example, shouldn't even be open because that's pro. The general, you have an image box, an icon box, an image carousel. That's what we have up here is a carousel. This is just a placeholder. This is a template. This is not an actual website. This is a website template, just like a placeholder, a starting point, so that we can build from. So that's your background, and that's what you can do in maybe 15 to 30 minutes with Elementor and WordPress and XAMPP.